Spiritually speaking, we have financial obligations to people who are needful of our help. First of all, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. The Lord Jesus Christ completely has preached the gospel 2,000 years ago. And his preachings were recorded in the Bible. Not only the words of the Lord Jesus Christ, but the instances wherein he said those words. And also the situation and the kind of people to whom he is talking to when those words were recorded. Speaking to his disciples, he said in the book of Matthew, a particular teaching from him. King James Version of 542 of the book of Matthew. Let us read.
Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that would borrow of thee, turn not thou away.
Give to him that asketh thee. This is some obligation. Not because the person has lent you money, no. There are mendicants who ask. There are needy people who ask for help. The teaching of the Lord Jesus Christ is, give to him that asketh thee. Even if you do not have obligation, economically speaking, or physically speaking, or maybe socially speaking, you do not have any financial obligation to the mendicants, to the poor, to the needy. You do not have. But spiritually speaking, we have financial obligations to people who are needful of our help. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that would borrow of thee, turn not thou away. So it is a law of the Lord Jesus Christ. If we believe we are Christians, we are bound by this law to give to those who are in need and to lend to those who are asking or borrowing money from us. And this extends even to our enemies. 6:35 of the book of Luke.
But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil.
You see that? Love your enemies, do good, and lend. We can lend. It is our obligation to lend. Actually, the first people of God who served him as a nation, the Israelites, God gave them an obligation not to turn away from somebody that is borrowing money from them. It is very clear in the books of the Old Testament. You have to lend without even asking for interest. 22:25 of the book of Exodus.
If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
You should not be a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. So we have, spiritually speaking, we have some financial obligations to people who need our help. And according to the teaching of the Lord Jesus Christ in the New Testament, if you do not give that obligation, you do not fulfill that, you will not be loved by God. In the book of 1 John chapter 3, let us read in verse 17.
But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him?
Very clear. You do not need explanation. If you know how to gather together the words in the Bible of the same spirit, the spirit of compassion, like spirit of lending, spirit of giving, It is in the Bible. No explanation needed. You just have to read it. Whoso hath these words good. You have money, if you have fruits, if you have rice, if you have animals, etc. And see it his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion. The word bowels is translated in other translations as the heart. But to emphasize it, the other translations use the word bowels. So, whoso hath these words good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion. Meaning, you have to be compassionate wholeheartedly with all the innermost sentiments of your heart. If you shut it, how dwelleth the love of God in him, according to the Bible? Meaning that we have obligation, really, to people to whom we do not owe anything, but we owe our lives to God.